Dear students, dear parents, welcome to Easy Edu, your support to success. This video is intended for grade 6 students in the Cambridge system of education. هذا الشريط مخصص لطلبة الصف السادس من النظام التعليمي البريطاني. In this video, I'm going to show you the changes that have taken place in the exam format. في هذا الشريط سوف أوضح لكم التغييرات التي طرأت على ورقة الاختبار للعام الدراسي 2020. The exam consists of two parts, reading and writing and listening. In the reading and writing section, you have 30 questions for the reading and 2 questions for the writing task. The exam lasts 60 minutes. Part 1, in the reading and writing section, number 1, you have a multiple choice short text questions. In this task, students need to understand 6 short messages or notes or announcements or something like this. Here is an example. For example, students are given this message about advertisements about a bicycle, and they have 3 choices to choose one. For example, for sale, women's bicycle is small, it is 11 years old, needs new tires, phone DB 0795587454. And the 3 choices are: the bicycle that's for sale was built for a child, or some parts of the bicycle must be changed, or DB is selling the bike because she is too big for it. Of course, the correct answer is B. Some parts of the bicycle must be changed. And you have 6 other questions like this. Part 2, it is a matching task. Students are going to read 3 short texts for specific information and detailed comprehension. The same one as of the options for old part 4, but always now there are 3 texts and A, B, C, multiple choice options, not right, wrong, or doesn't say. In the past exam, students were asked to decide whether it is true or false, or the text doesn't talk about it. But here they have a text and questions to choose which part talks about this question. Let's see an example. Here we have 3 texts about 3 different people: Tasha, Danny, and Chrissy. And we have different questions. One says here, who writes both a magazine and a blog? Is it Tasha, Danny, or Chrissy? Of course, students are going to read the 3 texts and see which one is correct. Is it Tasha, Danny, or Chrissy? Here, if we look at the text, the answer will be C, because Chrissy says, I began writing on a school magazine. I stopped after a few years, but I missed it, so I started my own. I'm still writing it now. It is the magazine. The blog's new for me, so she has also started writing a blog. So the answer is Chrissy, C. And so on. Students need to read each question and decide which one is appropriate for the answer. Part 3, it is a multiple choice long text. Here students are given a long text, which they are going to read for detailed understanding and main ideas. Same as one of the options for old part 4. Let's see an example. Here we have a long text and questions of multiple choice. For example, here it says, what is Alice Watson's job now? They are going to read the text and decide if now Alice is a dancer, teacher, or a dressmaker. If you read the text, you will find out that she is a teacher. As for part 4, we have multiple choice gap fill. Students are going to read the text and choose missing words A, B, or C to fill in the gaps, the same as old part 5 but shorter. Let's see an example. Here they have a text and choices for each blank. For example, 19, if we read the text, William Perkin was born in London in 1838. As a child, he had many hobbies, including model making and photography. But it was the of chemistry that really interested him. The choice is class, subject, or course. So the answer is the subject. But it was the subject of chemistry that really interested him. And they are going to finish reading the text and choosing the right option for each blank. Number 5, it's an open gap fill, in which students are going to read the text and write words in the gaps without being given choices. It's the same as old part 7, but in a shorter form. Let's see an example. Here, students are going to read the short text and fill in the blanks with their own words. They are given an example. So 0, it's the word you. I hope you are well. I'm having a great holiday here in Thailand. Our hotel is very nice and there are a lot of good restaurants near it. Yesterday morning we went to, and they are going to fill here a word, lovely beach. The right addition would be the article a. We went to a lovely beach. And they should finish the text. After that, we move to writing. We have 2 questions for writing. Write a short message and writing a short story. For the message, students are going to write a message in response to information given. The same as old part 9, but students now write 20 words or more. There is no limit. Before, it was between 25 and 35. Now here, more than 25. If they exceed 35, it's no problem. Now let's see an example. You want to go swimming on Saturday with your English friend, Tony. Write an email to Tony. In your email, you ask Tony to go swimming with you on Saturday, and you say where you want to go swimming, and say how you will travel there. Write 25 words or more. There is no maximum number of words. Write the email on your answer sheet. So they are going to write an email to Tony in which they ask him to go swimming with them on Saturday, and they choose a place and they suggest how they will travel there. That's for the reading and the writing section. Now let's move to listening. The listening also includes 5 parts. In part 1, you have multiple choice short texts. Students listen to 5 short texts for specific information and choose the right picture A, B, or C. The same as old part 1. So students are familiar with this type of question. Let's see an example. Here, students are going to listen to a short recording and answer the question, where will Claire meet Alex? And you have here 3 different places, and they should choose the right one. Part 2, we have a gap fill exercise. Students are going to listen to a longer text and write down missing information in the gaps, either a word, a number, a date, or time, the same as old part 5. Let's see an example. Here, students are going to listen and complete this pieces of information. It's about jobs for students with sunshine holidays, work in, so this is given to students, children's summer camps, dates of jobs between the 15th of June to the 20th of, and they are going to choose which month. Staff must be, here they should put a number, years old, 17 or 18 years old, it depends on the listening material. Staff must be able to do an activity here. Staff will earn how much money per week, it's a number, and send a letter and what else? Maybe an attachment or a photo or whatever. It depends on the listening material. That was part 2. For part 3, we have a multiple choice long text. Students are going to listen to a longer text for specific information, feelings, and options, the same as old part 3. Let's see an example. Here, you will hear Robert talking to his friend Laura about a trip to Dublin, and you have different questions. Here, all the questions are related to the same topic. This is different from the next part, which is multiple choice, in which students are going to listen to 5 different short texts for the main idea or message. Here, each one is different from the other. You will hear a woman talking to her friend about why she's bought a motorbike. Why did she buy it? Either because it's fast, or it was cheap, or it will be easy to repair. Students are going, of course, to listen and decide which one is the right answer. And then you have another situation, another context, in which students, you will hear 2 friends talking about going to university. What subject is the man going to study? Is it history, geography, or chemistry? And of course, they will listen to be able to answer the question. The next one is a matching exercise, in which students listen to a longer text for specific information. It's the same as old part 2. Here is an example. You will hear Simon talking to Maria about a party. What will each person bring to the party? You have an example. Maria is going to bring B, which is a cake. So what will Barbara bring? Students are going to listen and choose which item Barbara is going to bring to the party. This is all for the listening part. As for the speaking section, it takes about 8 to 10 minutes, and it consists of 2 parts. It's the same as before. Part 1 is an introductory phase where students talk about themselves, give information about their family, their city, their interests, their likes, and things like that. It's sort of an interview between the students and the examiner. And the second part, students are going to compare, describe, or express opinions on a certain topic. Discussion between candidates based on picture prompts on a topic. Example, holidays. Students are going to be given pictures about holidays, and they discuss the topic of holidays between each other. And follow-up discussion led by the examiner on the same topic. The examiner is going to ask more questions about the topic of the picture. And that's all for the new exam format for 2020. I wish all my students good luck and wish them all the best success. And thank you for watching.